What's up, Janina? Hi. Okay. So, for this panel, I'd like us all to take a step back and realize two things. One, and this is for both the audience and you guys, with great reach comes great responsibility. Everyone here has an audience that looks up to them for inspiration, information, and entertainment. So ask yourself, who is watching me? And am I setting a good example for them? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, success on YouTube goes beyond the numbers. Every creator can have a positive impact in their community, and giving back to people is one of the most rewarding things that you can do. As a YouTube creator, inspiration and gratitude is a two-way street between you and your audience. So yes, your platform for good is something that is very rewarding in the short run, but having a positive impact on your community is one of the best ways to stay relevant and to make really meaningful fan and brand relationships moving forward. I'm going to move a little closer. So, let's just start with a roundtable introduction. So please keep the microphone close to you and tell us your overall story. Tell us who you are, what your channel is about, and anything else you want to say.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joel and I am an ice skater, and I do ice skating videos on my channel, and I also cosplay as well.
Good job, Joel. And he was a next up finalist.
I'm a next up finalist as well.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrea and I do videos on fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and I also do inspirational type content.
Hi everyone, I'm Crisha. I'm a full-time YouTuber and dati makeup artist. And I'm one of the fellows of Creators for Change too.
Awesome.
Rise and shine, friends, as I always say on my channel. So, I'm Andrea, and I do showcase on my vlog channel as I try to have a work-life balance actually. So I showcase my life as a young professional, and then also my passion for singing and acting, as well as my advocacy as one of the YouTube creators for a change family.
Thank you, thank you. And Janina?
Hi guys, I'm Janina Vela. I'm so old on the YouTube page. I don't know why I'm still here talking. But hi, I'm gonna introduce myself a little more later with my red talk with my brother. But I've been on this space for almost 5 years, and I've gone from makeup, DIY, to lifestyle, to even fitness. I tried, didn't work out for me. But I guess for me, empowering and encouraging others never goes out of style. And with that said, that's always been the theme of my channel from the start.
Yeah, great answer, great answer. All right, so I'm going to ask some group questions as well as some individual questions. So this first one is for Addy. So specifically, what positive messages do you try to share through your channel?
Wow, I'm the first.
Yeah, you're the first.
Okay, so what positive messages do I try? Okay, so my channel actually, it started out as just a way for me to express myself and really put out content that I really love. But in this YouTube journey, of course, you will come across a lot of hate, a lot of people who will judge you. So for some reason, my channel ended up becoming like, I wanted to turn it into a safe space. I wanted it to be a safe space for me. I wanted it to be a safe space for all of my followers so that they could express themselves. They can be whoever they are. They can say whatever they want. Of course, in the realm of positivity. Yeah. And so that's basically the message I put out with every single video I do. I always try to encourage them to do what they love what they do, and of course to forever just be themselves.
Great answer, thank you so much. And just a very quick follow-up, what's the next video that you're working on right now?
The next video it's today.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to vlog about today.
Yeah.
But I have queued up videos for next week. So my videos for next week are basically, I have a makeup video and then I have an ukay haul video.
Okay.
That's what's coming up this week.
Awesome, thank you. The next one is for Andrei. So, who were some YouTube creators that inspired you to create a channel that spreads positive messages?
He's actually one of the panel earlier. I really love Mama Lloyd. I guess I call him personally because he inspired me to start my own vlogging channel. And he inspired me through his positivity. No holds barred, just love yourself and just exude confidence. And nakagulat, sabi niya, nahihiya ko siya doon.
Have you ever collaborated with him?
Not yet, I hope soon.
We can make a few calls and see what we can do about that.
Please, thank
So,
you.
if you were to collaborate with him, what would be like your dream collaboration? What would you want to do?
Maybe similar to what he does before, yung Truth or Charlotte na segment niya na pupunta kami sa mga tao and we will ask them questions.
Yeah, so it's very interactive, right? That two-way street between the creator and the audience is alive and well with Lloyd and with you. So, okay, so this one is for all of you. When along your creator journey did you realize that you could have a positive impact on people? Was it a specific moment? Was it a specific video? Was it a specific comment? What made you realize that you were actually having a positive effect on people?
Can I start? Okay.
Sure.
So, me personally, I just do ice skating videos, right? And the moment where it clicked that I need to create a positive change was when I saw the comments. See, in my mind, I was just creating ice skating videos, but I didn't know that there were people that were motivated or inspired to do ice skating themselves or to start ice skating or to inspire them to do not just ice skating but to just pursue their passions in life. And that moment kind of hit me that this platform that we have, we might be just doing beauty, music, dance, whatever, but we have the ability to impact people, to influence them more than what we're creating. And so that's what kind of struck me.
Thank you.
I think for me, it was one time where I met these two girls at a mall, and I was probably 15 years old. So if you can imagine, this super nene child is walking in a mall trying to get her shopping done. Tapos biglang may nag-approach sa akin, sabi niya, Ate Janina, pwede magpa-picture? Sabi ko, bakit ate? Bata pa ako. And then they started to talk about how they said that I inspired them to be confident. And to me, that was such a weird experience because I wasn't even making inspirational content yet. I was just being there and being present and showing up. And to them, that made a huge difference already. I guess just making a choice to stand up in a space that was at that time very unsaturated. So I guess that was the first time that I realized that what I had, I would say this, what I had was not just a pedestal, but a platform. I feel like there's a difference because when you look at a pedestal, it's, alam niyo ba yung napanood niyo ba yung Hercules? Yung pag may vase siya on a pedestal. It's like, a pedestal kasi you only think about yourself, what will I gain from this, you know, how much money can I earn from this? Yeah, shiny things, you look at the shiny things. But when I realized that this was a platform, that's when everything changed. When I realized that, well, first of all, I felt very unqualified to be, you know, inspiring others. But I realized that regardless of whether I stand on the platform or not, the platform will still be there. So might as well use it for good. And that's when I kind of pushed myself. Okay, if they feel if I inspire them to be more confident just by being present and showing up, what if I actually made tangible? Like, what if I was intentional of making a change and inspiring others, and I think that was the turning point for me.
Great, yeah. I mean, great answer, first of all. But let's remember, you know, when you see that view count, when you see subscriber count, it's easy to feel detached because it's just a number. It's just a number on the screen. But when you meet those people in real life, you actually start to really see what type of impact you have on them. So if you haven't had an experience meeting someone in real life that actually watches you, I'm sure you'll see that you all really do have influence and a responsibility to set a good example. Yeah, so any other people, the moment you realized you could have a platform for good?
Well, similar story with Janina. I also didn't put up my channel to inspire. It was really something for me, and then it turned into something for everyone else. So the moment that I realized that I really could make an impact was when, no, I forgot. No, just kidding. So this was when I put out, I tried to diversify my content. So I put out a get ready with me type of video. And I've never done it before because, I don't know, it just, I tried to put a wall between me and what I put out because you have to limit that also sometimes. But for this particular video, I thought, you know what, it might be a good idea to just let people in just a little more. So I put out get ready with me type of videos. I was putting on makeup and then I was just talking about the most random things. And when I did that, I noticed that the comments on that video changed. All the responses I would usually get are, oh, your lipstick's so nice, or where did you get this blah blah. It's usually surface type comments like that. But when I put out this video, the comments just became deeper, like, I had no idea this is what you go through. I can't believe we're experiencing the same thing in life. Thank you for opening up about this because this is also something I'm going through. So when I received those comments and then I of course responded to all of them, that for me made me realize that yeah, so this platform actually can reach people and it can start these types of deep conversations. And up until now, I am still talking to those subscribers, the ones who even messaged me like directly about it, and then they ask for advice, and then they tell me their stories, and that's also when I realized that my subscribers are also very inspiring. So it's not just me inspiring them, they inspire me also.
You stole one of my questions.
I can read your mind.
No, that's okay because we only have about 4 minutes left. So the next question is for Crisha. So personal identity is very important to you and very important to your channel. I remember your inspiring videos about discrimination against different types of accents and things like that. So I just want to ask, what advice do you have for people as they use you to share their true voice and true self? Like, what's one message you have to people?
Kasi ako, Bisaya ako, and sometimes lumalabas yung accent. And minsan, hindi ko ma-explain ng Tagalog or in English na maayos since yun nga, lumaki ako sa Jensen. But even though may bashers doon na mga negative comments, huwag kayong magpatalo. Kasi if ikaw naman yun, you're being original, you're being you. So wala namang mali doon. And always continue to be yourself talaga. Kahit pwede naman gumawa ng channel na like me, speaking in Bisaya. Meron pa rin tayong mga nanonood at pwede kami gumawa rin ng English subtitles. So maraming paraan na pwede gumawa ng videos as long as you're being yourself. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. So there are, great answer. There's a lot of beauty bloggers out there, a lot of fitness channels out there, but there's only one Crisha boy, one Janina, one Drei, so always be yourself. All right, the last question is for Joel. So Joel, after Next Up, your channel kept growing and growing, and now you've actually partnered with the NGO Love Yourself Philippines. So can you tell us how that came to be and what that experience was like?
Like my other fellow creators, I tried to diversify my content, and I felt this social responsibility to come out on social media. And so when I did that, I did promise myself to involve myself into other organizations that promote LGBT awareness. And so I did partner up with Love Yourself Philippines. I became a volunteer there, and now I'm an HIV counselor. And so I didn't know that I'm just posting ice skating videos and seeing the comments and seeing even on that coming out video how many people related to me. It's just something that's surreal. And I know that we're talking about views and stuff, but I really like what Enrique had said during our internal discussions where views and subscribers is just a vanity metric. What's most important is how you connect to your audience, no matter how big or how small. So,
Thank you so much, everyone. So, yes, using your platform for good is very rewarding in the short term, but having a positive impact on your community is not only rewarding in the long run, but will allow you to make deeper connections with your fans and even partner up with NGOs and brands down the line. So please, let's give a warm round of applause for our awesome creators on stage. Thank you so much. You guys can leave you can leave your microphone there and step down. Okay. All right. We've reached the halfway point, so thank you so much for being a great audience. I want to remind everyone that now is your time to chat. Now is your time to take a break. Now is your time to relax. But when we come back at around 12:30, let's all be ready to get back in. So anything else? Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Back at 12:30.